Hello, good afternoon, everybody. Welcome to today's live trading session. This is Tuesday on the 15th of August. All right, and hope you're doing great. Hope you are doing great, and hope the trading has been going really, really great today. Of course, a few minutes ago, fundamentals came out, and of course, you already know it came out from the US region. And of course, we're actually looking forward to, of course, it was a great volatility that came out. And of course, a lot of persons were actually expecting a much more better volatility, but then it didn't actually go as some persons actually planned. But then, of course, it was still a great outing. Just still a great outing. All right, so let's first of all, let's review the fundamental that came out and see all right, so let's see how the news came out and see how it was actually. At least that will give us a good bedrock on our analysis for this afternoon. So going through my Forex Factory. All right. Okay, so I believe you can see my screen right now, and of course, these are the fundamentals that actually came out a few minutes ago by 1:30. We had from the card region. Of course, we're going to be since we're going to be looking at USD card. So let's just review move from card. So we had card card CPI that actually came out this afternoon, and it came out positive. Their CPI monthly report came out positive, and then we also had the card median CPI also that also came out. It came out neutral. Then we also had trimmed the CPI for yearly data. It also came out neutral. So of course, definitely you're going to be seeing much more of a volatile card. Especially, it's going to be giving us a more of a stronger Canadian economy. All right. So if you actually traded USD card, you should have actually had more of a sell position coming up, right? Then coming down to the medium impact also as at the same time, you also had a common CPI, but that is a medium impact news, so it didn't really exert much pressure in the market. Then going forward, we also had US from the US region, we had a fundamental that came out, which is core retail sales. All right. If you've been following the US news, you will discover that core retail sales is also one aspect of the economy that actually gives you some really good volatility. All right. All right. And it came out positive. It came out positive. But then the Empire State Manufacturing Index, all right, Empire State Manufacturing Index came out negative, right? It came out negative. Then another news that came out negative is the retail sales, all right? You know, we have the core retail sales, and then you have the retail sales. So rather, it came out positive, rather. And it also came out positive. All right, it came out positive. So we had two news coming out positive and the other one coming out negative. Now, with this, you're actually going to be seeing a little bit of more of a buy from the US. But of course, this buy, because of this structure of this news, now I need you to understand this. Because of the structure of this particular news that came out from the US, you're going to be seeing a buy, but then that buy is not going to be a very volatile buy. It's not going to be a very strong buy. All right, hope you understand that. It's going to be a buy for US, but the buy is not going to be a very strong one. It's just going to buy a little bit and then probably have a retracement. So this kind of news, you don't just follow it straight up. You don't just follow it. The best kind of way is that once you're just going to follow the buy, immediately the news come out. After 2 to 3 minutes, please, you have to stop up the buy and then follow the sell. So let's find out if it's exactly what we had. All right. I already told you that this card news definitely favored card. So it's going to be a sell for it's going to be a buy for card. So for something that looks like USD card or card or AUD card, you're going to be seeing more of a sell on those instruments. But for US dollars, US dollars is going to buy, but then the buy is not going to be a very long one. All right. So let's go to the chart and see what we actually got for today. And of course, with that, we can actually take our entry positions. All right. So let's just go straight to that. So starting up with the dollar index, let's see how the dollar index looks like. All right, so if you can check, if you see my screen, you discover that exactly what we actually talked about. All right, exactly what we talked about. Now, this is, of course, this is already 2 p.m. So it's a new candle that is forming. Let me just make it bolder so that I could see it very well. All right, so this particular candle, this is actually the one that gave us the news. So this is the news, the candle that formed as a result of that news. Hope you know. All right, so that is a candle that formed as a result of that news. This particular candle, that is a candle that formed as a result of the news. So it started up with a buy. Do you understand? It started up with a buy, and of course that is because some of the news from the US came out positive. Now, if you want to really appreciate the beauty of that particular candle, is how when you check it on 5 minutes time frame, or 15 minutes rather. All right, do you see it was actually a very long buy on 15 minutes time frame. But of course, if you're looking at it on 1 hour time frame, you might not really be seeing the massive volatility that happened. But now, just after that, you could see the full retracement. All right, the market fully retraced, and of course, it's still going down. So the question is that, is this particular instrument still going to be having a lower low? Well, I can actually say that the answer should be yes. All right, I'm actually expecting dollar to still have a little bit of a retracement. All right, the retracement I'm talking about is something that will have to maybe move some inch away, maybe up to this verified support. But of course, the best way to look at it is either on a 15 minutes time frame. So do you understand? This is a verified support right here on 15 minutes time frame. So let's check it out on 5 minutes time frame and see. Also, there is also a support within that same region on 5 minutes time frame. So if you want to take advantage of this particular trade, so the best kind of formation to take is what we call a buy limit. So we can take up a buy limit, taking up a buy from this particular point. All right, we're going to be taking up a buy limit, of course. So we're going to be the buy limit is going to be at price 102.768. 102.768. All right, and I said that is it going to be a buy limit, right? Okay, now, all right, so if you're taking up a buy limit at this point, 102.768, so it means that we're actually expecting it to have a further push down. I'm sorry, a reversal. It's almost at that point. But in case if it peradventure breaks below that particular point, remember that this is already what is it called, a trade that is actually meant at reversing. So once, if it's able to break below here, then you know that this particular trade is going to be going in for a further what is it called, sell. Do you understand? If you can get to this particular price level, then we're expecting a further sell on USD IDX. But I'm personally, I'll be considering a buy limit as at where it is right now. So it means that where price is, I'm going to be taking up a buy. All right, I'm going to, okay, it has comfortably broken below this particular point. But then most likely you're going to be seeing a retracement. So let's go back to 1 hour time frame and take a look at it. Now, what is it looking like? Is it looking like something that's going to retrace? Now, the answer is no. So here means that 1 hour time frame is still your best shot. The best option you have on this particular instrument is what we call is still the sell position. All right, so for dollar index this afternoon, you can actually go ahead for an instant sell. All right, you can go ahead with an instant sell, but we're going to be taking our profit before this particular verified support on 1 hour time frame. So going back to 5 minutes time frame, that will not give us a better entry. Do you see? So this is, we're taking it, you can go in for a sell on dollar index and follow it all the way down. So you can follow it all the way down because dollar is still going to be selling. And I already told you that because of the news that came out, of course, it has favored dollar already, but the probability of it still going down is still going to be very much high. So for dollar index this afternoon, it's a sell for me. All right, it's a sell for me. I'll be going in for a sell on dollar index. I know that you probably will be thinking, but the news came out positive for dollar. If you also check it out here, it is currently bouncing off from a proven resistance. And you could see this particular price rejection was not just there. All right, this is a full price rejection. So it's still coming down. So for dollar index, you can go in for a sell and then take your profits at price 102.660. 102.660. That is the position. So that brings us to Euro USD. Euro USD, I'll be going in for a buy. All right, so you can also go ahead with a buy on Euro USD. All right, for Euro USD, it's going to be a buy for us this afternoon. It's going to be a buy. Of course, it's still buying on 5 minutes time frame still, but then we're still going to be continuing with that particular buy. So my take profit for Euro USD is on the second support right there, which is at price 1.09538. 1.09538. All right. So for Euro USD, I'm going in for a further buy. Euro USD, I'm going in for a further buy on it. Sorry, excuse me. Sorry, just a second. Let me take water, please. All right, sorry about that. Welcome back. Okay, so for Euro USD, I'm going in for a buy. And then I said my take profit for the buy is going to be at price 1.09538. 1.09538. Now, you probably will be wondering, but how come it's still going to be a buy, even though we've had a massive buy already? Well, of course, if you also look at it very well, you'll discover that this particular trade is bouncing off from a verified support. So buy is the best shot. So for Euro USD, it's a buy. All right, it's a buy for us for this afternoon. And then coming down to USD JPY, of course, you already know that USD JPY, the best thing you can do for yourself is to find a comfortable position and go in for a buy. Do you understand? Now, you probably will be wondering, now look at every other instrument had a massive volatility. Every other instrument had a massive volatility this afternoon, but USD JPY didn't. USD JPY is just dancing in between. It's the only way you can see for the volatility is on 5 minutes time frame. But on 1 hour time frame, like every other instrument did, you will not see any major move on this instrument. So for USD JPY, I will be going in for a buy at the current price. All right, I'll be going in for a buy for USD JPY at the current price, and my take profit is going to be at the high of today. The high of today is going to be my take profit for USD JPY. So take profit for USD JPY going into 5 minutes time frame. That will really give us a better view on it. So this is where I'm headed to. This is where I'm heading to for USD JPY. But then just for the sake of it, I'm actually reduce it a little bit. So let's just drop it at around here. All right. So my take profit for USD JPY is at price 145.5641. Let me take it again. 145.56. Sorry, I made a mistake. Let me call it again. 145.641. I don't know. That's 6. All right. So that is the take profit for USD JPY. 145.641. Okay. So for USD JPY this afternoon, it's a buy. All right. I told you that Euro USD is a buy, and the take profit for Euro USD is 1.09538. All right, you can actually dance in between that region. You don't need to what is it called there? You don't need to delay. You can even take it up higher, but I know it's going to actually go above this region. All right, so that is that for Euro USD. And I told you for USD JPY, yes, I'll be going in for still a further buy. All right, I know you probably might be seeing a sell right here, but then it's not going to hold any water. All right, you're going to be seeing a further buy on USD JPY. Now, why will you be seeing a further buy on USD JPY? Because look at it. I know that dollar is currently a little bit weak. All right, but then look at the USD JPY. There's been a consistency. All right, and out of all the trades that actually happened today, this is the only one that didn't really have any massive volatility. So with that, I'm actually looking out for a further reversal on this instrument. So I'll be taking my profit around here, 145.640. All right. I also told you that anytime I see any particular move on what's it called, Euro JPY, that I was going to inform you, right? Now, if you want to take up any position, Euro JPY is back on the buy direction. All right. Euro JPY is back on the buy direction. So you remember sometime last 2 months thereabout, we actually took a consistent buy for a very long time. Now, this is another opportunity for you to do that same thing. So for Euro JPY, you can actually take up a buy, then forget about it for this week. Forget about it for this week. Now, I was actually monitoring it, and then this is actually where my preference was between here and, of course, here. I was like, if he's able to break above this point or break below here, I'll be taking advantage of it. Now it has broken above here. So for Euro JPY this afternoon, of course, please, I'm going to be very more specific for this particular trade. It is not a trade that you enter and then you start monitoring it immediately. No, it is a kind of a trade that you enter it, then you allow it to run for a few days. All right, so it's a straight up buy. Do you understand? All right, so for Euro JPY, actually not USD JPY, I'm talking about Euro JPY. For Euro JPY, you can go in for a buy on that trade and then just allow it to run to the end of the week. Do you understand? Allow it to run to the end of the week. But for Euro JPY today or this week, it's going to be a buy. You can go ahead with your buy any point. All right, I already told you it's a buy. It is going all the way up. All right, so that's for Euro JPY. And I'm also looking out for the same thing on GBP JPY. Let me just bring out my GBP JPY. GBP JPY. All right, great. So this is it. Let me just bring it out, and I'm going to be using just normal support and resistance. Of course, the same thing is applicable to this particular instrument. All right, for GBP JPY too, yes, for GBP JPY, I will also be going in for a buy on it. So for Euro JPY and GBP JPY, it is a buy for us. It is at current market price, of course. It's at current market price. So for Euro JPY and GBP JPY, you can buy at the current market price. You can buy at the current market price. That's what I'm telling you. All right, because it's going to be pushing all the way up. All right. So the possible profit point for GBP JPY, you can actually take profit for GBP JPY at price 186.221. All right. That is for GBP JPY, you can take your profit at 186.221. It's actually of course it is a long one, and of course for Euro JPY you can also take your profit at price 160.623. 160.623. That is for Euro JPY. All right, so let's move to the next one for GBP USD. So for GBP USD, I would not be entering my trade at the current market price, but rather I will allow the market to go above the particular point where it is already. All right, I would not enter the trade at the current market price, but I will allow it to break above this particular verified resistance right here. There is a verified resistance right at this particular point. There is a verified resistance right at that point. All right, so I will allow it to break above it. So for GBP USD today, so for GBP USD, my entry position for the buy is going to be a buy stop. All right, it's going to be a buy stop for GBP USD. All right. So for GBP USD is a buy stop, and my buy preference is going to be at price 1.27453. 1.27453. All right. 1.27453. That's where my entry position is going to be. All right. That's where my entry position is going to be. But then for the TP, for the take profit is going to be at price 1.27614. All right. So for GBP USD, that is actually my entry position. That's my entry position. But then, since I'm giving you a buy stop, I'm also going to be giving you a sell stop on this particular trade. I'll be giving you a sell stop on this particular trade. And the sell stop position is going to be at price 1.2714194. All right. So I said the sell position is going to be at price 1.27194. And the take profit is going to be at price 1.27080. 1.27080. That is the take profit for this particular instrument. I'm actually looking out for the trade to hit both the buy stop and the sell stop. Now for GBP USD, I'm expecting the trade to hit both the buy stop and the sell stop position. Do you understand? So it's actually just set up both the buy stop and the sell stop. You can set up both the buy stop and the sell stop. All right, you can set them up all together. All right. So that is that for GBP USD. So for USD CAD, I already told you that USD CAD, all the trades, like all the volatility that came out from the USD CAD, all came out on positive. All right, all came out positive for this particular instrument. Someone is asking me for take profit for Euro JPY. I said Euro JPY, the take profit for Euro JPY is 160.623. 160.623. 160.623. All right. So going back to USD CAD. USD CAD, yeah. So for USD CAD, I'll be going in for a further sell, no doubt. All right. I know that this particular trade has already gotten to a verified support, but I will still be going in for a further sell. But my take profit is just going to be some few inch away from where it is already. All right. So, but then what you can actually do for yourself is either you set up your take profit around here, or you just wait for price to come all the way down to this point. Do you understand? All right. So for USD JPY, for this particular instrument, which is a USD CAD. All right. For USD CAD, I'm looking out for a further sell, no doubt. I'm looking out for a further sell. I know it has already sold pretty much, but I'll still be going in for a further sell. All right, I'll be going in for a further sell. All right, if there's going to be any buy, I will not be entering the buy at the current market price. All right, I will not be entering the buy at the current market price, but I'm actually expecting it to, of course, have a little bit of a retracement. You know, after this kind of massive, sell, you could definitely be looking out for a further retracement. So what we're going to do is that as the market is pushing up, it is still going to push a little bit lower. So from where it is, you can actually enter a sell from where the market is. All right. For USD CAD, you can enter a sell from where the market is and then take your profit at price 1.34459. Instant sell. All right. Instant sell on USD CAD. You can go in for an instant sell on USD CAD. All right. Instant sell on USD CAD. But even if it goes back up, yes, still enter sell at where it is. All right. Enter instant sell on USD CAD and then take your profit at price 1 point. Okay, let me even take it down a little bit because I feel it's going to go below that point. All right, so I'm looking at it to get to this price region. All right, okay, it's already coming down. I really wish you had entered when it was still buying, but still is a good point. 1.34435. 1.34435. That is our take profit for USD CAD. So for USD CAD is a sell for us. All right, is a sell for us. Then AUD USD, I'll actually be going in for a further sell on AUD USD. AUD USD, I'll be going in for a sell. I know that of course, you're actually having a little bit of a buy momentum, but then I'll be going in for a sell on AUD USD. So for AUD USD, you can go in for a sell, and the sell is not going to be a very long one. It's just a very tiny little something. All right, and then and take advantage of the position. But first of all, before we do anything, let's check on 1 hour time frame. Let's check it out on 1 hour time frame and see what we've got on 1 hour time frame on this particular instrument. All right, look at it. It's actually it's got to a verified support. All right, it got to a verified support on 1 hour time frame. So it's actually having a little bit of a retracement. All right, okay, I will advise don't enter the sell. All right, until it goes above this or it goes below the verified support. So for now, what you can do is that take advantage of the retracement that is going to be happening. You can take advantage of the retracement that will be happening. So the take profit for the buy, you can go in for an instant buy, taking advantage of the retracement. So for AUD USD, it's a buy position. So you can go in for an instant buy, take your profit at price 0.65047. 0.65047. All right. 0. All right. Someone said GBP USD has passed the buy stop. Well, if you had, it hasn't passed the buy stop. All right. If you actually took advantage of the buy, it hasn't gotten to any of the positions. So I said the buy stop is at price 1.27453. 1.27453. I believe that's actually, yeah, that's actually what is there for the buy stop. So it's still very much active. None of them has activated. So for AUD USD, I said you can go in for an instant buy and take your profits all the way to this particular price level. All right, it's actually going to be a little bit of a long one. All right, so but then it's going to be what's the trade. All right, because now why would I say that both on 5 minutes time frame and on 1 hour time frame there is a verified support at where price is. So don't enter a sell. Please don't enter a sell, rather than go in for a buy. All right, going for a buy on AUD USD. Hope that is clear enough. All right, so that is that for AUD USD. So it's a buy. Is a buy for that particular one. Okay. So someone said USD CAD is going back. I don't know, going back to which side exactly. All right. Okay, so let's check final for today on okay, said AUD USD TP. AUD USD take profit is 0.64982. 0.64982. Yeah, I know it's a long one, but then it should be able to hit that particular point. All right, should be able to hit that particular point. But at least before that particular tone code resistance, that should be what is it called? That should be your trade. Now for NZD USD, you already know that NZD USD will be on a sell for a very long time. All right, we'll be on a sell for a very long time on NZD USD. I don't know how many of you actually took the sell the last time we discussed about it. All right, I told you that it's going to be a long sell. I even also mentioned this particular AUD USD also. I remembered we're also going in for a sell. Even the AUD card, I also mentioned that it was still going to be a sell, but I don't know how many of you actually took advantage of it. All right, but that has actually been of course a longer time, and it's still going to be in that direction. So for NZD USD, still you can still go in for a long sell. For NZD USD, you can still go in for a long sell. It's still going to be a long sell for most of us. So if you're taking up any position on this particular trade, NZD USD specifically, it's a long sell. All right, the sell is still going to go down. So if you're on a sell, still hold on to your sell. But if you have not entered a sell yet, NZD USD is going to sell more. All right. So then finally, let's talk a little bit about US 2000. US 2000, of course, you can actually really look at it and see that this particular instrument has actually been having a little bit of a volatility. And of course, you cannot really go against it. So we're going to be going in for a sell on all the indices. So for all indices, you can go in for a sell. So for US 2000, is it going to be a sell? So I am selling my US 2000. I am selling my, okay, sorry. US 2000 is going for a sell, but US 100 is actually going in for a buy, please. You can buy US 100, please. Don't sell US 100. Please, for US 100, don't sell it, please. So for US 100, I'll be going in for a buy on US 100. And then, of course, on US 30, we'll also be going in for a buy. But for US 2000, please, it's going to be a sell. All right? US 1000 is going to be a sell. But for US 30 and US 100, yeah, just buy. And then, of course, it's going to actually run for a longer time. All right? So for US 100 and US 30, even if you're using your ADX is giving you a perfect buy momentum on all this particular trade. Yes, you're buying at the current market price. Do you understand? You're actually buying at the current market price. All right. So, but then for gold, I'll be going in for a further sell on gold. I know that gold has actually been selling since today, but that sell has not ended. So if anyone is telling you that, oh, the sell on gold has ended, please, it has not ended. Gold will still sell for today. Gold will still sell for today. Do you understand? Gold will still sell for today. All right. gold will still sell for today. And US30, yes, I'll be going in for a further buy on US30. So I'll be using my ADX as my deciding factor for US30. So US30, you can buy at the current market price. So for US30 is a buy at the current market price. US2000 is a sell. Hope you're selling US2000, right? Yeah, US2000 is a sell, please. So, and it will still go down. US2000, no doubt. US2000 will still push lower than where it is. And then US30 is going to buy, and gold also is going to sell. All right. The sell on gold has not ended yet. The sell on gold has not ended yet. All right. The sell on gold has not ended yet. I said US2000 also, the sell on US2000 is not over yet. I told you that US100, I will be going in for a buy. All right. I know it's giving up a kind of a sell direction, but I will not fall for that particular sell. Even on US30, I said US30 and US100 is a buy, but US2000 and gold is a sell. I hope you actually understood that. Gold is all the way down. All right. Gold is still pushing all the way down. US30, it's a buy. I am trading US30 with my ADX, and US100 also is with my ADX. So it's a buy for both of them. So that is that for the four instruments. Right. Congratulations. If you are on a good profit on gold already, congratulations. But of course, you don't need to stay for a very long time. Remember, make your profits, use a good loss side, but gold will still push a little bit lower than where it is. All right. So that is that for this instrument. Now, the best thing you can do for yourself is that instead of just asking a lot of questions, you can just listen, take advantage of the one you heard. All right. I will definitely mention some of these other ones again, because the more the time you're using to type, you probably would have missed a lot of things I'm going to be saying. All right. So why not just take advantage of the ones you heard and make some profit first, and then now come back to the one you did not hear, and hopefully I'm going to repeat them again, which I know I will. So that is that for today. Gold is still going down. All right. So someone is actually asking for DE30. We don't analyze DE30 during this particular trading session, but if you must know, you can if you buy DE30, you make your profit. If you buy DE30, you make profit. All right. So US2000, I am won a massive profit on US2000. US100, of course, is buying, and of course, we're making profit. US30 will still buy. So US2000 and gold is a sell. US100 and US30, it's a buy. Who is on profit on US2000? Who is on profit on US2000? Congratulations, because I know that the markets are actually pushed all the way down. And I told you that NZD USD, it's a sell and it's a very long sell. All right, you can decide your take profit on that particular trade. You can decide your take profit. And I also told you that AUD USD, yes, I know it's currently selling, but I would not want to sell it. All right, I will not want to sell it. That is for the better part of the day. I will not want to sell it. Then I told you that AUD card, no, AUD card is not a long sell. Please, AUD card is not a long sell. All right, just did I actually mention AUD card? It was 10 now. Okay, sorry, USD card. Sorry, USD card. You said USD card. Let me check USD card. I was on a wrong instrument. USD card. I think this was actually the take profit I gave you. 1.34435. I can't really remember because I've said a lot of things. But then if you're on AUD card, if you're on any AUD card, of course, it's still going to come all the way down. But you can actually counter trade on it if you want, because this AUD card is still going to push up a little bit before the sell starts. All right. I will advise just hold on a little bit. Once the sell starts, follow the sell and come all the way down. And I said that Euro JPY and GBP JPY are all a buy. You can just follow up the buy trend. Then GBP USD, of course, the sell has triggered and we're already on profit for the sell. Then USD JPY, I told you that USD JPY is a buy. I believe that you're already on profit for buy on that particular instrument. And then for Euro USD, okay, I told you that Euro USD is going to be having a push up, and I think our take profit was at price at 1.09538. And Of course, it has almost gotten to that point, and I believe that you should already be on profit on that particular instrument. Then let's just take a look at corn and wheat. So for agro commodities today, I'll be selling all agro commodities. So if you're an agro commodity trader, wheat, corn, and soybean, of course, you can actually go ahead and sell them. All right. Now, the reason is because checking up on ADX, of course, ADX is actually giving us a sell confirmation, and also a lot of volatilities. A lot of news are actually still suggesting a further sell on agro commodities. So for wheat and corn specifically, you can actually go in for a sell. But I know that soybean is also going to sell. But I know that most of you are wheat and corn traders. You can still go in for a further sell on wheat and corn. It's going to be a further sell. But of course, you don't need to stay for a long time. Just make some profit and then exit the market. But for today, agro commodities is going to be a sell. And I'm using my ADX as a litmus test for this particular trade. All right, so that is that for the trade, and then of course you should have actually made some good profits already. For it said stop loss for gold. Well, if you actually enter the gold as at the time I gave you, you probably would have made some profit, but then I'll still be going in for a further sell on gold, so I don't really need to give you all those ones. All right, so I think that is all. Most of us have actually made some good profits on it, and then that should be that for now. Congratulations to those of you that actually took up some of the trades, and I hope you made profits on them. All right, so till tomorrow, we're going to, of course, the market, the meeting is going to continue tomorrow, same time. The time is 2 p.m. Time is 2 p.m. All right, the time is 2 p.m. We're going to be following and of course we have some couple of news that are actually coming out tomorrow. Trust me, tomorrow is full of volatilities. There are a couple of news that you will not want to miss out for tomorrow's market. So join us again tomorrow, and let's make some profit from the trade. Congratulations to those of you that actually traded, especially for the indices. Congratulations, and also to gold. Congratulations to those of you that actually traded on them. All right, so yes, I already told you that USD CAD is going to be a further sell. Of course, I already told you that USD CAD is going to come in for a further sell. All right. I don't know why somebody has just been repeating on that USD CAD, USD CAD. Come on now. That is why a lot of you actually spend time in trying to type, and then you forget what I'm actually saying. The best thing you can do for yourself is that just of course, not for the last person that sends the message, but of course, just on a general basis, the best thing you can do is that listen to what I'm saying. You definitely get it. If you don't get one, you don't need to take up all the trades. If you don't get one, you can get the other one. At least to be able to make you some profits. You understand? I remember that I said for US 30 and US 100, I am going to buy, and I gave you the reason why I'm going to actually buy. And somebody was saying, but then it's selling. All right. I am not. You can actually make up your mind on what you want to do. This is just what I'm telling you that I'm actually going to be doing, and of course, what I envisage that the market is going to do. But then, it's if you want to take advantage of it, you can. For those of you that actually bought the US 100, you should be on profit. And as when I said that, it was still selling. So the best option is just for you to enter the trade or just hold on for them. That is just it. Do you understand? Okay, so congratulations to all of you. Like I said, we're going to be seeing same time tomorrow. Have a lovely day.